After conducting my investigation, your son has injuries, consistent with you choking him and smacking him.
When officers were called to a home for reports of a dispute, they learned that an adult son had contacted police after getting into a physical altercation with his mother. Following an investigation and speaking with both parties, officers determined the situation had escalated beyond a simple argument. What started as a family dispute quickly led to serious consequences.
What's going on today?
It's gonna be all right.
My son is under mental health care and he's here visiting. His medicine isn't refilled until tomorrow and he's just irate and not communicative in the way that we normally would communicate when we're healing from generational traumas like the death of his brother 16 years ago and things that he's been dealing with. And he's real high strung. And he probably called you because I put him against me. I'm strong and I'm not going to let him come up against me. He needs to understand that this is my house and this is where I live.
This is your house right here?
Yes. Well, I rent this house and I'm not going to put up with that.
So what happened? What happened tonight then? Why am I here?
Well, who called you?
I thought it was you, but I guess it was this lady over here.
Well, they called you just because I felt like he was not safe.
Okay, well, I got the call as a battery. So is there anybody
hurt? Well, who made the call?
What's your son's name? Okay, so he called. Where is he?
He's in the house.
Oh, okay. It says...
He was aggressive. Look, he's under mental health care. He's got 3 doctors. He's on heavy Xanax medicine. He overtook it. He ran out. He doesn't have any now. He doesn't have any until tomorrow. So now he's like a basket case.
Okay.
So everything's a short fuse for him.
Okay.
Okay. I've lived with him. He's 31 years old. His brother died when he was 16. He never dealt with it, and how he's dealing with it. He's in therapy 2 times a week.
Go. Is anyone hurt?
No.
50.
Well, he has some scratches
on
him.
Let me go talk to him.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you what. I pushed him away. I'm strong. I weight train. I'm a bodybuilder. That's what I do for a living. I'm a fitness trainer. And he knows if he messes with me, I will defend myself. I'm his mother, but I will not let him abuse me.
One quick question. How much did you drink today? How much did you have?
I've had like 4 glasses of wine.
Okay.
I'm in my home.
Just asking. I definitely understand. Just trying to conduct an investigation.
And I stayed in my room.
All right, so Zachary's in there?
He's here.
Okay.
You want to talk to him? You can
Sure.
talk to him. He's a perfect specimen.
Or do you want me to speak to him?
Perfect specimen.
Okay.
He's a genius.
I'm gonna.
You need to understand that.
You can stay here with him. You can stay, Miss. You can stay here with him.
Make sure he knows you're here, because he might shoot you. He has a gun in there.
He called us. He knows we're coming.
No, he doesn't.
Why would you call 911?
Well, that doesn't mean I didn't stop it. I mean, I'm about 3 city boards. He
I don't
doesn't
care who you
really.
are. That doesn't matter.
What's up, Zach? You mind if I come in and speak to you?
Yeah, come on in.
All right. You called, right?
Yes, I called.
So what happened today?
Well, you can have a seat if you want. So, I was already in bed and I woke up because tomorrow the landlord's coming to check out the place due to the recent hurricane. And the plan was I was going to leave, while they were here just to make it easier. But throughout the past couple of years, I've pretty much gotten rid of everything I own, and I don't have very much.
Right.
The few things I have are worth a lot to me. So I got up, I couldn't sleep. It was bothering me. I have a lot of problems up here that I'm dealing with, so that on top, a little too much. So I wake up and I tell her I can't leave tomorrow. Not that I'm not going to. I tell her I can't. She doesn't agree. And then, I could tell it immediately. She was very intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the mistake of mentioning it because of how little sense she was making.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she got up and got in my face. And then shortly after that, she began to get physical with me. And she was pushing me, grabbing me. And then, she pushed me out here in the kitchen up against that little door over there. She was choking me and, slapping me and grabbing me in the chest. So,
okay.
And, I don't like to snitch on family. So I was like, just you know, and then she was telling me she's gonna kill me in my sleep, and like I don't know who she is, and a whole bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like borderline schizophrenic. Like I'm FBI, I'm CIA, like that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I just started to laugh it off. And then she grabs my hair, you know, both hands, and pulls it down. And she's like, "Oh, you think I'm not strong?" And I just stand up and I laugh it off and I walk out. And you know, I get up. I don't want to call you guys. But then she's so out of line. Then she just grabs the keys and leaves. And that's when I called because I was like, I don't know what she's gonna go do now. You know, after she told me she's gonna kill me in my sleep, and I don't know if she has a gun or anything like that. She and I really don't communicate that much.
Okay.
So I don't know if like I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up with a bullet in my head or what now. I'm genuinely concerned for both of us.
How long have you been living here?
Over 2 years. October, right after that hurricane in October 2 years ago.
Okay.
Ian, right after Ian.
All right. And has this ever happened before?
No, this has never happened. Now she has a history of this stuff happening to her. In that, and I've seen it a million times because I'm her son. I saw it with my father. I saw it with her boyfriends. She has this thing where, when she knows, when she's in an argument and she's in that state, she pushes the guy's buttons to try to get them to get physical with her.
Right.
And that's always worked in the past with other guys. You know, my father and then her boyfriend Rick, they beat the shit out of her because that's what she did. I watched that growing up. I learned the game.
Right.
And she tried to do that to me, and I called her out on it, and that's when she started getting... First, she went into damage control mode. You know, "Oh, I love you," this, that, and then she just snapped and went back at me 10 times harder. Like I said, choking me, grabbed me. She had me up against the thing, you know. My airway wasn't totally cut off.
Right.
But I was...
You were having trouble breathing, though?
For a moment in time,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
I don't know if there's any marks. I didn't know.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you have any injuries?
I don't mean...
You want to check?
I don't think anything permanent.
Let's see on your neck.
You know, I don't think there's any scratches or anything like that, but she was grabbing me.
No, you do. You have some marks there.
She slapped me a couple of times, and then she was like trying to rip my heart out or something. I don't know if she was Kali-mine me.
Is that from her?
Yeah, that's not me. So I guess that's what it is.
All right.
You know?
You got a mark on your
Oh,
arm,
I guess.
too? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she
Okay.
she drew blood. What do you know?
All right. Let me go to the vehicle, grab my camera.
I don't want her to go to jail or anything.
Well, unfortunately, it's domestic, because that's your mother, right?
Yes, but oh god, this is in Texas. So do you have to take her?
Let me finish up my investigation, but let me finish my investigation, all right? What was that?
A 13-9 for a gunshot.
Where?
Somewhere near
There's private ranges and private property.
All right, let me try to get the information now from you again. Can you? Because you were like erratic when I got here. So tell me what happened today. Why am I here? What happened between you and him?
This is where I live.
Okay, but what happened today between you two today?
I came home. I'm resting. I'm doing my directive. I'm a golf trainer. I train golf pros. I train at Sarasota National.
Okay, I'm not
Golf.
asking you that.
No, I'm
asking
telling you what happened. You asked me, I'm telling you. I have a professional job. I came home, sat on my bed, started doing what I do, and then at some point later, this was much later, I was home a few hours, I left for a little while, I came back. I'm allowed to drink wine in my house where I don't drive. Obviously, I'm not driving, and have relaxation and build my schedule for the next week so that I can have adequate.
All right, just tell me what happened between you and your son today.
I'm telling you.
You're telling me you're going around it. Just
no, I'm
tell me what
telling you
happened between
every
them. All right.
detail. That's how I am.
So you were sitting there and
I'm
drinking.
a detail
Okay, so then what happened?
person,
What happened
like
between
an
you and
attorney.
him? What happened?
Think of that. He addressed me a few times. I addressed him, and then I addressed him, and then I addressed him, and I don't know why. There was a point where he, I don't even know what point I sent him a note and I said, you should take the gun and shoot it. Because he's in mental health therapy and he's released. We have a gun, a Taurus. I said, you should go shoot it and feel that release. Don't play a video game. Go and understand how that feels. I'm a sharpshooter. I wrote a couple TV shows.
Did you have any physical altercation with him today?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because he was in my face.
Can you talk to me about that?
He was in my face, and I was in his face, and he got in my face, and I told him to get out of my face and to leave me in my space, and he didn't.
And then?
I put my hand on his chest slightly.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to put my hand on your chest, and that was it. I didn't abuse him. I didn't hurt him.
Okay. Need a
I don't know
DD
what
package.
reason he's looking for.
Should have one, yeah. All right.
Do
you have any injuries?
No, I'm fine. I'm good. Except other than working out.
Can I see your hands?
I'm a personal trainer.
Okay.
I train people all day for a living. I train golfers and people.
Turn it the other way. Okay.
People in general.
Can I see your neck area?
I'm a personal trainer. Okay. That's what I do. I train people. He threatened me several times. He threatened me, telling me that he would call the police because I was an inappropriate mom. Why would I even? He's 31.
How long has he been living here?
I've been here, it'll be 3 years. Him? We moved here after Ian. Right after Ian.
Right.
Like 2 weeks. A week to be exact. Because my condo up at the jetty, I met you there. It got a hole in it. And then I sold it because it had a big hole in it, but they had already replenished to like redo the roofing.
Right.
And so I sold it and we moved here to rent.
Right.
To just like, well, I did. And he was kind of back and forth because he had a place in Punta Gorda. And I finally cashed him out of that, and I said, move in with me. We'll just save money because I want to get him out of here. I don't want him in my house. You know, I want him to be well, happy, and motivated. And so then he decided he wanted mental
All right.
help.
Let me just get with my partner for a minute. Just hang out right here.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna be under. He got scratches. He choked up. She choked him. He has scratches on his neck. So it's consistent with what he's saying.
Did she cut off like
She said he had trouble breathing for a little bit. So that's the strangulation, yeah.
felony?
And then the battery, right?
Yeah, felony battery with strangulation.
Yep, figured that. What is that? Do you have to run to that, or is that's not us?
This is the county.
Okay.
They're chasing someone on the highway.
Great. If you don't mind,
They're on a 10-3 though, so just switch to channel 1.
Okay. If you don't mind,
I'll do this with him.
do that, and then throw in the truck.
You can take photos of him right now.
No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run and get
I
my
got
phone
it. I'll
too.
do it. I'll take photos of him.
Can you take it with mine? Do you mind? Because it's easier for me to just upload it into .com in evidence. Yeah, I might need it, but
You want to just, you know, hook
yeah, I'm gonna take it now. She's gonna be a pain in the
do your seatbelt.
All right, ma'am. After conducting my investigation, your son has injuries consistent with you choking him and smacking him. All right?
He had his hands on me.
All right. So at
He's
this time, you're
great.
going to be placed under arrest.
So who's going to bail
Put your
me out?
hands behind
Him?
I don't know. That's something you got to figure out later. But for now, we just got to get through this.
Can I at least get my wallet? Will you walk me in so I can get
I'll get
my
it for you.
wallet?
Yeah, we'll grab your wallet for you.
Thank you. Please give me. He broke my phone. I did not mention that. He threw my phone and broke it, so I could not call for help. Do you understand that?
Yes, I'll document that.
Okay, it's all over the place. I could not call for help. So you know what? I live on this island, and I've met with you a few times.
Yeah. Come on.
Can I get my?
Can
I get my wallet?
We're gonna go in the car. Then in the front, we don't have a female.
Can you walk me in and get my wallet?
And we're gonna get you shoes, and I'm gonna get you your wallet. All right. Right in front.
Watch out for
I gotta
the
make sure
dog.
you have nothing on you.
I don't
Illegal.
have anything on me illegal.
All right, so just gonna do a quick check, all right? I don't have a
Sure,
female
you're
present,
fine.
so
It's fine. Do what you want. But that's my house keys.
yeah, that's a full-out pursuit, huh? You want to leave these keys here, or you want
No,
these
I
other keys
want
to your
my
house?
wallet.
I'm gonna go get it.
I
right,
want
come on.
my wallet. Come with me.
Come here.
Go in my leather bag on my bed.
Get in the car.
Come on.
Broke my phone.
Watch
you
the
know
rocks.
that
Watch
he.
the
I
rocks.
see it. He broke my phone. I just want to have means to communicate.
Yeah, if you want to grab that stuff, or I'll grab it. I just want to speak to him again about the details. I got most of them, but just have other questions to ask him. I've got to grab his license too. So when you come out here, I'll go back in, and I'll do that. Yeah.
That I went to the dollar store and my license and my card is in that bag. I need it. It's like a little
All right,
over the shoulder bag.
He's gonna get it.
It's probably laying on the dresser with my wallet is in the big leather Coach bag.
Okay.
Okay?
No problem.
I just need that
He's
so
gonna
I can
grab
make
it.
communication.
All right.
Thank you.
No
Because I have
problem.
no phone now. He broke my phone. If you look, it's across the room
Okay.
on the floor.
Sir? Hey, okay. Let me just get a license. Your license?
Yes, of course. It's there.
And then I just kind of want to reaffirm what you told me, so I make sure I get all the details correct.
Don't worry, it's all the way back there.
So this address you have right here, you no longer live there?
No, that's the P.O. box of the street. Because I got that when I really didn't have anywhere else to live.
So you use this address, right?
I live
This is
here.
the one you use. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. All right. So
That's just where I get my mail.
so you were sleeping right around what time? What time did this
I
happen?
wasn't asleep. I had laid down to go to sleep. This was, I got out of the shower at 8:30, so I laid down at 8:35, and then I got up shortly before 9.
20:35.
And I got up, I got right back up shortly before 9 because I was being bothered by what I was going to have to do tomorrow. I was uncomfortable with it, so I went there to tell her that I couldn't do it and that I was just going to stay here and read a book, let them
Right.
walk through. She was not accepting that, so we went back and forth a little. I noticed she was extremely intoxicated, so I made the mistake of mentioning that. That's when she got up and started getting in my face. She hadn't gotten physical yet, but then she got in my face and she tried to do the things she did with all the other men she's with. And it's kind of ironic to see her going to jail now. But she would get in my face, push my buttons. I called her out on it, and then she went into damage control mode once I mentioned the police, and
Right.
she saw the marks. And then I thought it was over, and then she came back 10 times stronger, and was choking me against that door and slapping me, and then the
All
follow
right. So what was the first contact she made with you?
in the doorway when she had initially got up and we had a back and forth. I called her out on our drunkenness. She got up, got in my face, and then I called her out on the button pushing, and then that's when she got physical, once she realized that
And
I
okay,
wasn't
what was the
gonna
first
get
thing she did to you then?
She grabbed my chest like
Grabbed your chest.
Kalima. I don't know
Okay.
how to describe it. It was weird. It's like she was trying to rip my heart out or something.
Right.
Yeah, she was grabbing my chest and just squeezing. My what little muscle I have there, and then she was putting her finger in my face and
Right.
doing all this like she was gonna hit me, and then
Right.
she finally did.
She closed fist?
No, she
Open
slapped
hand?
me.
She slapped you in
Yeah,
your face?
Yeah, in my face.
Okay.
Open hand slap. And I hate to say it, but I laughed, and she was just so angry.
And then what
she,
happened?
She just kept, keep grabbing my chest, and
Mm-hmm.
I kept telling her no, and then she would go away, and then come back and do it again. And then, like I said, there was one point where she had closed the door, and I thought it was over. And I told her I was going to call the police. I had my phone out, I was ready. And she came out, and like I said, 10 times stronger. Just get in my face, and I told her I'm not going to do what you want. And then that's when she started grabbing my neck and
Okay.
forcing me down the hallway into the closet door. Had me against the closet door.
So
and
she was actually moving you while she was choking you?
Yes, and
Okay.
I was putting up resistance, but you know, I wasn't trying to get some nails in my neck.
Right.
So she got me up against the door, and then once I had nowhere to go, that's when she was able to finally put some real resistance on my throat.
Okay. And you said you had a little trouble breathing.
At multiple points in time, she had got me in such a way, because she's not strong.
Right.
She wasn't able to, like, grip me,
Right.
but she had got me in such a way where I was, you know, for a
Right.
second. So.
All right. I had rescue
rather
coming.
surprising.
I had rescue coming originally, but I canceled them. Do you want them to come check you out?
No,
No,
I'm
you're
fine.
Okay.
I'm good. I've been through worse.
All right. And then she just disengaged and left, right?
Well,
Is that what
once she realized, she kept going into damage control mode and then back into banshee mode.
Right.
And then eventually she just snapped to again and grabbed a key. She was stumbling all over the place, grabbed the keys and made her way out, slammed the door so hard she broke the blinds.
She mentioned something about her phone being broken. Are you?
Yeah, there's a broken phone. I tell you what, I saw the wine bottle and the wine glass. Alcoholism runs in my family, okay?
Right.
At this point, it just disgusts me.
Do you know how it broke? How it got broken?
Yes, I threw it because I
Okay.
saw the glass and I saw it and I was in disgust.
And this was after.
She was not in the room.
This was after the whole strangulation thing and the
She
fight.
was on the way out the door. You know, this was after the final physical contact.
Right.
And she was on the way out the door, and I saw the bottle and the glass, and I was just like,
Okay.
and I just, you know, tossed them against the wall. That's why I was vacuuming up the glass in there.
All right.
And I tossed the phone, too.
All right. Well, she's going to jail. My partner's going to come in here, take pictures of your injuries, and have you fill out. He's got some documents to fill out. All right.
Do you have a time for one question?
Yeah.
How long is she going to be gone?
She's going to be gone at least overnight. She's going to have a restraining order when she does get released, so she's not going to be able to come back here. And
Whoa, hold on. Do you have time to talk about this?
my partner could.
Okay, great. I don't want to keep you.
Yeah.
Because I have a few questions.
I want to take her to jail already.
You guys
She's in the
go.
back.
Thank
So
you so much.
all right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Just he got scratches here. Neck got scratches from when she grabbed his neck, and he has a scratch right here.
Okay.
So
I'll
just take pictures
of it.
and I'll be out of here. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate your help.
After interviewing both parties separately and speaking with witnesses, officers determined that the mother had initiated the physical altercation during the dispute. Despite attempts to calm the situation, the investigation revealed clear evidence supporting the son's account. As a result, the woman was placed under arrest without further incident and transported to the local detention center. She now faces charges of domestic battery. Don't forget to like and subscribe.